We are back, y'all. Let me clean that off a little bit. We back, man. We back. It's been a long time. Should have left you. And now it's done. In step two. Look, guys, I'm gonna be going live from now on. So, with that being said, I'm actually gonna set up my mic and everything like that for future lives. And I'm gonna be going live a lot. Don't worry about how many times I'm going to go live. I'm just going to go live a lot. But I wanted to come and talk to you guys about FastLane, Raw last night, NXT tonight, and Roman Reigns coming back on SmackDown this upcoming Friday. So let's get into it. So first of all, let's talk about FastLane real quick. You know what? We're going to talk about FastLane and Raw kind of simultaneously. So FastLane was pretty decent. I liked the show. Some good action going on. Some good, decent storytelling going on. Matches I enjoyed. The matches I enjoyed on FastLane. I liked the Cody J and versus the Judgment Day. That was a good match. I loved the John Cena LA Knight and Jimmy and Solo match. That was great as well. That was probably one of my favorite matches of the night. What else? I also liked it. I liked every match that went on for the most part. Seth Rollins, Shinsuke. I'm kind of glad that's over because I felt like Shinsuke wasn't the guy to be trying to fight Seth because I don't know. I didn't feel like it was enough time to build Shinsuke up, and I feel like Shinsuke was just too low of a card to kind of from where he was just too low of a card to kind of be a threat to Seth in any type of way. You know what I mean? So I always just felt throughout this feud that Shinsuke was just never the guy. Now we see that Drew McIntyre actually last night on SmackDown, Drew McIntyre actually came out there and challenged Seth for the title. And I think that's where we should have been back months ago. A few months ago. We should have been there. Or something. Drew should have been in the main event some sort of way, some sort of how, either with Judgment Day, Cody, or Seth in those type of situations since he got to Raw. And they haven't done anything with anything with Drew at all. And I'm glad Drew is finally in the position he's in right now to face off against Seth. Probably some Judgment Day. He might turn heel. We don't know yet. I'm cool with him turning heel now. I wasn't at first. I'm still kind of not because I like Drew as a babyface. I think he works. I'm against the grain with this situation about Drew. I think Drew works way better when he's a babyface. I think he's very much likable. He moves a lot like a babyface. When he first came back in 2017 or 2018, I thought his run as a heel was okay. He was a diesel to Dolph Ziggler, Shawn Michaels, and they was doing that whole situation. He was the psychopath, the Scottish psychopath, and stuff like that, which is fine. But I always felt like when he started to do the 3-2-1 stuff, and he turned babyface. Even the babyface stuff he did during the pandemic was actually pretty good when he was champion. I liked the story with him and Heath Slater and Dolph Ziggler, and then you had him and Seth. The Monday Night Messiah situation that was okay. And then you went on and you had the feud with Randy Orton, which was great. I actually really enjoyed that feud. And then you had him and Bobby, which was actually a pretty good feud as well. So I think Drew really actually did a pretty good job as a babyface champion. You know what I mean? From there, I think they dropped the ball plenty of times where, Drew should have won something or did something, and they just didn't let it happen. Clash at the Castle. Um, what else? That's pretty much it. Just Clash at the Castle because he's been kind of just roaming ever since 2021. Honestly, he's kind of just been all over the place ever since 2021. So we need Drew back in that top spot. I think Drew should be the one who actually takes the championship off of him. But I know they want Seth Rollins to go to WrestleMania and face Gun. I think he's probably most likely going to face Gunther at WrestleMania. But they could switch the title to Drew for a little bit and then switch it back to Seth or switch it to somebody else. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that happening. I think that's a good idea. I think this title needs to be hot potatoed a little bit, not too much where it's kind of getting tired and you just putting it on people that just don't need it or just random people. Um, they also teased Damian Priest cashing in last night against Seth Rollins, which was stupid. Of course, okay. He didn't want to cash in. Rhea stopped him from cashing in at Money in the Bank. I mean, I was about to say Money in the Bank. His Money in the Bank. Rhea stopped him from cashing in. At FastLane. But now they're going to try and cash in the beginning of Raw. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And why didn't he have his briefcase with him? That doesn't matter. But I just feel like it was stupid for him to try and cash in on a fresh Seth Rollins when the odds are stacked against him. You guys, is multiple of you dudes on his team and the Judgment Day. And you guys could have beat the hell out of Seth Rollins after that last man standing match. There's multiple of y'all. Go beat Seth Rollins' ass and take the title whenever you guys want to. There's more of y'all than him. Y'all say, oh man, it's just all right. Whatever. That doesn't matter. But let's move on. Damian Priest, I still don't like him. They're not really pushing him to be a babyface, not really moving him towards being a babyface at all. I feel like his actions are still heel-ish, very much heel, very, very much heel. And I just don't see how they could come out of this with. I could see Damian Priest just being like, I got the title now. I don't need any of you anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I guess Finn goes off with JD McDonough and they make a tag team, and then Dominic and Rhea go off and do whatever they do. But I'm just not. I don't think they should have lost the titles, honestly. One, we didn't need Cody and Jay with the titles. First of all, that kind of not diminishes Jay back into a tag team guy, but Jay's supposed to be on his own. He's supposed to come in, be on his own. I like that he was feuding with Drew McIntyre. I think they should have kept that going. Him and Drew McIntyre going back and forth. Eventually turning McIntyre heel, which I thought that's where it was going. And they should have been feuding up until Crown Jewel, where you get Jay versus Drew McIntyre again. And you have Drew go over. I think you should have had Jimmy go over. Should have had Jay go over on Drew some way, like a roll up or whatever. And then you should have had them just kind of just going back and forth for a little bit as far as them feuding, you know what I mean? I think there was just so much on that there's so much meat on that bone. There was a lot of meat on that bone that we did not have to kind of leave and go somewhere else and then put Drew in the title picture. But I'm glad that Drew's in the title picture. I thought he should have been there a long time ago. But having him in the title picture and having Jey Uso just kind of back in the tag team thing is just. I'm cool with Jay. I'm cool with Drew being in the title picture, but Jay being in a tag team with Cody is just fine. I know they're going to be teasing Solo and Jimmy versus Jay and Cody, and then that's what's going to lead up to probably Cody going to SmackDown, finishing the story finally. Because I know damn well Rock ain't coming no more, especially after what John Cena said. John Cena said he wasn't. He once the strike's over, he's gone, which is fine. I kind of knew that was going to happen. Everybody kind of knew that. Everybody knew that was going to happen, so it's not really a surprise. We knew John Cena was going to be here for a little while. He probably will be at WrestleMania. He probably will make a schedule for WrestleMania. I hope so because we would love to see John Cena at WrestleMania. So, and in the Royal Rumble, hopefully we can get John Cena for the Royal Rumble as well. So, but moving on, let's go to Rhea Ripley. So Rhea Ripley goes out and attack Nia Jax while she's having her match with and Raquel and Nia Jax are having their match. And she breaks it up. You know, Shayna Baszler comes out there. They're going to fight. They're going to fight next week, actually. But I feel like the women's division is looking pretty good. I like where Rhea Ripley's at right now. I don't like that she's kind of now the official leader of Judgment Day, but it is what it is. I guess it's okay. Someone has to be a leader, but sure, Rhea's. And if Judgment Day was going to lose the tag team titles, why not just have Dom not carry his title anymore? That's an easy one. You could have still had Trick Williams with the title while they're still trying to figure out what's going on with Judgment Day. Judgment Day lose their tag titles, and now they're in the flux because, oh my God, Rhea's the only one left with the title. What's going to happen? Is Rhea going to lose her title? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But at the same time, sure, I guess. I think Dragon Lee probably be the one to take the title off. Probably be the one to take the title off this guy, Dominic Mysterio. I don't think they're gonna fully. Are they? Maybe they will fully bring up Dragon Lee to SmackDown. I don't know. Will they bring up Dragon Lee to SmackDown or not? I don't know. I think Dragon Lee on SmackDown is pretty cool. I like Dragon Lee. He's actually pretty decent. Decent wrestler. And I think Dragon Lee is the real successor to Rey Mysterio. I think Dragon Lee kind of just fits the motif of Rey Mysterio perfectly. Not Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio doesn't. But if they make Dominic Mysterio evil, the real evil Rey Mysterio, like, yeah, wears the mask and does more Lucha Libre. He needs to do more Lucha Libre. He doesn't do enough Lucha Libre. He needs to start springboarding, all that shit. He needs to start springboarding because he don't do springboard like that. He needs to start springboard, splash, moonsaults. Come on now. Get in there. You gotta get in there. Dom gotta get in there, man. I need some moonsaults from Dom. I need some high flying. Come on, Dom. We need more of that. He doesn't do it at all. All he does is a frog splash and freaking Three Amigos. That's all Dom does, man. We need Dom doing moonsaults. We need Dom doing corkscrews. We need him springboarding off of every fucking thing, man. That's Lucha Libre, bro. But moving on from that, moving on from Judgment Day because Judgment Day. But moving on from Judgment Day, we're gonna go and talk about what happened with Ray actually, and Carlito coming back at FastLane with Bobby Lashley against Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. I think LWO. Honestly, I'm not sure why they haven't like teased because they did tease a little bit after Santos and Ray. Why haven't they teased the breakup between LWO yet? Like, really, really tease it. Like, they teased it a little bit with them being on the Grayson Waller effect, and then after that, them feuding with Bobby. Kind of after they had that United States Championship match, they kind of a little bit with teasing Santos was gonna betray Ray, but like they should have kind of went full throttle and had not full throttle as far as Santos attacking him, but they need to put a lot more nuggets. Like, we need more nuggets, man. We need more nuggets. Because you had the story, you had the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley story already going, which I thought they should have won the match. But I understand this whole Carlito thing. You bring Carlito halfway through the match, they get an excuse for losing, and you kind of go from there. Which, okay, fine. Bobby didn't lose. One of the Street Profits took the pin. Okay, cool, whatever. But and then Ray obviously lost at on SmackDown against Bobby. So going into SmackDown this week, I think we need some more teases between LWO. So, and then what are they going to do with Carlito? Is Carlito just going to side with Santos Escobar and be kind of like his muscle in a sense, like in some sort of capacity, which could be cool. I agree. I think him kind of helping out Santos Escobar and be like, yo, this is the right here. This is the guy. Or no, look, this could be interesting. This could be really interesting, especially if they bring in Dragon Lee for this. So you have Dragon Lee, right? Dragon Lee comes in. You have Santos Escobar, and then you have Carlito, the new LWO. Boom. Boom. I like that. That could work. And then you got Ray, and then you got Walking Phoenix and the other nigga. And, I think that could work, man. That could work. But I don't think they want to make Dragon Lee a babyface. I mean, a heel. I don't think they're going to do that. I think Dragon Lee is actually going to stay on NXT, to be honest. I know he's been on SmackDown. I know he's probably going to be on SmackDown this Friday. But also, I think he's still looking for that NXT title. Is he still going after that NXT title? I mean, the NXT North American title? I don't know. We'll see tonight on NXT. So that could be pretty interesting. But, dog, I'm telling you, you get LWO. They break up. Obviously, you have Santos, Carlito, and you have Dragon Lee right there. And then you go from there. From there, you go. But yeah, they do need to start. They do need to start teasing that, and then you go from. I guess he just drops the United States title to Santos, but then we don't actually have many baby faces. There's not many baby faces on SmackDown. Not many. You got LA Knight, which LA Knight Santos could happen, which will probably be the next thing. If LA Knight goes ahead and faces off against Roman, which probably is going to happen. So it's probably going to be Roman, LA Knight at Crown Jewel. And then we're going to have probably, after he loses at Crown Jewel, they're probably going to have Santos and LA Knight, and then LA Knight beat Santos. But I think Santos obviously gets the title from off of Ray, unless they give it to Bobby, which could work as well. But also just want the Street Profits to win the tag titles. I think you got this new group. They just lost together in a 6-man tag. You got to rebuild them back up in their next match. So they're probably going to redo that match from FastLane maybe this Friday or sometime in the next upcoming weeks. Maybe at Crown Jewel they do it. And I think you give Bobby and the Street Profits that win back. I think they need to be dominant in a sense, in a way, not like Judgment Day. I think you need to dial them back just a tad bit. I think they do need to face off against the Judgment Day. I thought they should have been the ones to beat actually the Judgment Day, which would have been way better and way more exciting than Cody and Jey Uso winning those titles. But I think they need to do something with Bobby and the Street Profits, and I believe they need to do something big. And beating LWO is a stepping stone. Beat them, and then you go up to the next level. Beat Judgment Day, which I thought the Judgment Day should still have these fucking tag titles. And and then you go on, and then you go on and face. You have Bobby just face off against Roman, and then he'll probably lose against Roman, and then you continue out the whole them being a strong, you know. But eventually, Bobby could just win the United States title and then lose it. Like he's like Brock Lesnar in a sense, but for Midgard. You can put the United States title on him and have somebody beat him for it, and they're gonna look good for it. They're gonna look good for it. So, and he's heel right now, so you could put a babyface in that position. Like if you wanted to make Braun Breaker a babyface and to defeat Lashley, in that sense, I would do that. You got a lot of decisions and a lot of things you could do. Dragunov could be one of those guys. If you brought him up, face off against Lashley, have him beat him, not necessarily clean, but in a big way, You know what I mean? So there's a lot. You got a lot of options, lots and lots of options. But they need some baby faces on SmackDown. They don't have really any. You can see that they're about to turn LWO into some heels, or at least some of them are about to be turned into some heels. I know Carlito's definitely going to be turned into a heel. And then you got the faction that's a heel. Then you got Bloodline that's heels. The only real baby faces on the show is John Cena, LA Knight, and that's about it, y'all. Everybody else is heels. Even in the women's division, I was about to go to the women's division and say Charlotte is technically a baby face, but like, is she really a baby face? She's not a baby face, man. Let's be honest. She's not really a baby face. Asuka's not a baby face either. They just made her a baby face for whatever reason. They just never explain why Asuka turns baby face. She's a heel, and then she just gets over as a heel, and then she just turns baby face. But this time it was just so random. Like, okay, you guys should have just turned Io Sky into a baby face, or like, yeah, just turned her into a baby face. She got a big cheer at SummerSlam after she beat Bianca for the title. She should have been turned babyface that same week, and then obviously you're gonna do the turmoil. But they've been doing this for months, dude. Doing this for fucking months. With not Judgment Day, freaking Damage Control. God damn, split them up already. Damn. We need these factions to go. We need some of these factions to go. We need some factions to go. It's a lot of factions right now. We need some of them to go for new ones to blossom and flourish. You know what I mean? LWO is about to go, but kind of not in a sense. If they make a separate LWO with fucking Carlito and all them, which they're going to do, like, I don't see why they wouldn't. And then you got to go ahead and do, and then you still got Judgment Day, and then you still got Bloodline. All of these factions are crumbling, but they need to go. Some of them need to go. Judgment Day, give it a little bit more time. I know they'll probably be done by, I want to say Royal Rumble, hopefully. I don't want to, do not save this until WrestleMania. Do not do that. Please. I hope they don't save it until WrestleMania. Get rid of Judgment Day by Royal Rumble time. LW was about to be done. Get rid of them too. Who else? Damage Control needs to go. Bloodline's obviously not going to be done until WrestleMania, until Roman loses that title. So we need some reinforcements. We need Judgment Day to go. We need Bloodline to go. We need Damage Control. Please go away. Some of these factions work because you got multiple people in there. But at the same time, when you drag them along a little too long, it's just going to get stale. It's just going to get stale, man. It's going to get stale. Judgment Day been putting the main event for too long. We need them to dial it back just a tad bit. Just a tad bit with Judgment Day. Get Rhea Ripley out there a little bit more as far as wrestling and promos and going for her against the women, not against the men. because obviously it's not fair. Why are they fighting? She shouldn't be fighting men all the damn time and getting involved with the men stuff all the damn time. Some of the time, okay, fine, but all the time, god damn it, it's too much. And then AJ Styles is done with fucking. Well, AJ Styles is another babyface, but who is done with his group? Fucking the OC. OC's kind of done. Carl Anderson got his ass whipped by Jimmy Uso, so at least the OC's kind of done. Brawling Brutes. Where's Sheamus? I think Sheamus is injured right now, but Brawling Brutes is pretty much done with. I hope it's over. Well, we gotta have Brawling Brutes and the Street Profits Bobby Lashley go at it. We gotta have that happen before Brawling Brutes is completely finished. I think that will happen eventually. But if they're gonna make some trios, whoa, interesting. Interesting. So if they don't have tag titles on SmackDown per se, right? No tag titles on SmackDown right now. What if, right? Follow me. What if they go ahead and make a trios title for SmackDown, and then you have the regular tag titles for Raw? I like because you got all these. If you got all these factions, right, and tag titles only 2. If you get a trios title, trios title for SmackDown. Yeah, I like it. You can have all the factions you want. Well, not all of them, but at least you can have 3 to a group, and it'll get them something to do. You know what I mean? If you want to put 3 in a group and have factions, and you get a faction titles. And I'm excited about that. Let's do that. Please do that. You got tag titles on SmackDown. You got tag titles on Raw. You got trios titles on SmackDown. I think that works beautifully. And then what else is going on? What else is happening in the world of wrestling right now, man? What else is happening in the world of wrestling? CM Punk might be coming back to WWE, which is cool, I guess. I really don't have anything to say about that. If he comes back, I'm okay with it. I'm not really against him coming back or anything like that. I think CM Punk is necessary for wrestling today. If this was 10 years ago, no one gives a fuck. Well, no, people gave a fuck then because he was still in wrestling at the time. But after he left, what is that, 2013, 2014? There was still a little bit lingering around, but it's been years since he's been here. So I thought AEW was fucking stupid for letting him go or firing him. Because he's their biggest money draw, and honestly, it's not looking too good. Look, they're going head to head tonight against NXT, and it's just not looking too good for them right now. Not looking too good for NXT. Not looking too good for AEW at the moment. It's war, Raw is war. That's why I got Raw is war. NXT should be exciting. You got John Cena on the show. You got Paul Heyman in the corner of Braun Breaker. You got John Cena in the corner of Carmelo Hayes. We're going to get some stuff with Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. I don't know what they're going to do with Dragunov that night. I know Becky Lynch is going to be on the show. Cody Rhodes is going to make an appearance. What else is going to be happening on this show? That's all I can think about at the moment. All those things being said, we're going to check out NXT tonight. I'll be back on here. I might come on here during NXT, maybe. I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to make any promises. I'm going to see you guys when I see y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm really trying to build more off of this. I know I've been taking my time, but what would it look like with this channel fully monetized? It's gonna be beautiful, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Keep watching these videos. I'll be back. No worries. And we out.